So, we were gonna take today off. Sorry, I know I look like poo. I've just been crying. It's been a rough night, and there was a post on one of our local um Facebook pages. They were talking about student walkout, and they were talking about the next city over and how that those schools are okay with the kids walking out for the 17 minutes. Um, but I know, like, my daughter's school, any school in the town we're in, they're not okay with it. It's already been told to the students that if they walk out, they choose to get in trouble. Though I support my child, and if she does it, then I'm okay with her doing it. That is her choice. I understand what it represents. If she doesn't want to do it, I'm okay with that because it is her decision on what she wants to do. I'm not going to make those decisions unless it's like really, really a big thing that I should be concerned about. And a 17-minute walkout is not my issue. What started this is internet trolls. And I say that only because the person actually said that. Not I probably shouldn't use that term because I'm not quite sure what it means. But from what I understand, and please correct me in the comments below, an internet troll is someone who goes to these pages to see what other people are saying, to scroll through, make random comments, and then leave and run and hide. Well, one of these people were not a random person. I unfortunately know her. Really leaves a bad taste in your mouth. She's married to my sperm donor. The man who can't be bothered with his grandchildren, who traded a wife 20 years younger than him, which age doesn't bother me, but she controls everything he does. And he is just as much his fault as she is. He could tell her to take a flying leap. But from her other ex-husband, um, this isn't something new. Well, she was on there, and someone we know was attacked verbally. She wasn't the only one. It didn't start there. It didn't end there. She was making threats to people's work, to their homes, to everything, employment. One lady was talking about adopting on her page, not on this page, not on this post. So this woman went as far as to stalk at least 3, if not more, people and bring in their personal stuff to this post that had nothing to do with anything that she was talking about. If you disagree with this person, she does not like it. You don't get to disagree with her. And that was very apparent tonight. And I have asked my husband before to watch what he says, to be careful who and what he does on the internet, even just little old Facebook. And though he didn't say anything wrong, he did say something. And that gave what she thought was the open door to desecrate, let's just call it what it is, shit on my name. I wasn't part of this conversation. I did not want to be. I only knew about it because said friend was like, hey, I got attacked. Do you really think she'll contact my boss? Which these people, my friend and two other people, were not in the wrong. They just did not agree with what she said. Which, guess what? We live in America. My opinion doesn't match someone else's. And guess what? We can be both entitled to our own opinions. And that's okay. But it's when people like this come in and you don't get your opinion, it's their opinion. They don't want to hear anything else. That's when there's an issue. But I knew you can't fight with stupid. It's like trying to play pool with a spaghetti noodle. You're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to hit anything, and you're never going to be right. And you're never going to get the true point across. And then you get into anger, and it just irritates you. So I don't get into it because there are some things out there that are not worth it. Like I said, my husband's comment was not out of line, was not derogatory. He did not cuss. It was well put, well spoken. And she came back with how we've defrauded the government. And I don't know how we defraud the government when my husband worked for the government. My husband, it is very well known, was in the military. So, and he is a disabled vet. And if we defrauded them, the money would not be coming in. What little we get, he is 10%. And if any of you vets are watching, you know that's not going to amount to a whole lot of hill of beans. And I said that thing wrong, and I already warned you, I probably would. So, then, on a public forum where one of my daughter's classmates have already spoken on, she decided to tell everyone on this that I was a whore and I sold myself while we were engaged. Now I have a problem. People don't get. I live in a small town. I have 3 kids who go to these schools. And it's not fair to them that these adults act like children. When does high school stop? Because guess what? She's spouting how she cares about children's welfare, but look at what she did. Do you forget your husband is their biological grandfather? Oh, wait, you're hurting them on purpose. It's pathetic people like this that I just wish Facebook would shut down. You don't get to be a bully behind a computer because you feel like it. And it isn't just this. My friend's girl, she's not little. I love her. She's 17. And the abuse she had to deal with her stepsister tonight on Facebook. It was just like too much for me tonight. And I screamed at my husband, though his post was not my issue. When you just know that if he could have said hi, and I still would have been attacked, and I wasn't part of it. I just wish these parents would not fight these battles with people who are sick. This is a person who has mental illness. She is a schizophrenic. I almost couldn't even say that. I screamed at my husband because she's a loose cannon. And that's what's scary. I've had to almost get a restraining order against her, but I didn't, so my children's grandfather could see them. Now, here's a little bit of backstory. I'm not allowed to let them go over there. because CPS has a case against them because they endangered children. But this is a woman who wants to fight for kids. What real fight do you have when you put them in danger? Kids that were supposed to be yours. And I don't know if I stressed it enough, but you don't get to threaten someone's livelihood for any reason. Unless you really think that they're doing wrong, but this was bullshit. She threatened him. Threatened him. Like high school much? Don't say you're about helping children or protecting them when you put children at risk. You are not a parent yourself. And that's the thing. Is that would be like me trying to tell the Pope how to do his job. Do I know how to do his job? No, because I'm not the Pope. Just because you read in a book how to be a parent, guess what? You don't get how to be a parent from a book. We all struggle. We've all screwed up. We're not perfect. But yet, I've never willingly fed my children marijuana. Can't say the same for others. And my friend had every right to disagree. And her and I did talk. And we talked about if my daughter wants to do it, if she doesn't want to do it. She said the same thing. But you lose your point when you start calling names. Some people just have to be a right fighter. And you will never win with those people. So for that, I'm proud that she stuck up for herself. Though my husband did nothing wrong, I'm mad because just sometimes you can't fight mental illness. And you can't fight right fighters. So Dr. Phil told me. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for tonight. I've had about enough. Bye.